still with me. Seem to be a lot of people trying to keep up with this. Wow, we lost our place in this book. Oh wow, there's so much. Okay, day 2. Let me go to the second page here. Look at all this. This is just like almost some of the things, but look at all this in here. All this, like 20 pages. Anyways, and my notes are a bit scribbly. So there was this car. I don't know if y'all saw that. There was that car that had a door here. This is the Kia. They were both driving Kias, both the officer that was off duty, Gutierrez, and Alexander Gonzales. And so, yeah, that's where the bullets were. Let's see. So your expert, let's see. He didn't see any physical evidence. But he did look at drone footage, or he did use drone footage by APD, drone photographs, other stuff. Many police departments do 3D laser scans, but APD chose not to do that method. Even though APD has all this money, they still don't investigate their cops fully, and they're shooting, also involved shootings, because they have no intention. About 10 o'clock, there was lots of people using their laptops, and after security told me I couldn't use my laptop, there's lots of people using their laptops. So whatever. Let's see. As a member of the press, I should be able to use my laptop. I shouldn't be. The Congress should pass no laws that oppresses the press. I mean, that's pretty much the First Amendment. Let's see. Something about he used Adobe, some kind of program to sync the videos, audio spectrogramics, file, Philby audition. I don't know what the heck he was saying. It's a program he used. Lizzardo fired 10 shots in approximately 2.7 seconds, and 0.8 seconds till he shot Alexander Gonzales for trying to reach into the back seat, the passenger side door to reach his infant. Photogrammetry was used to sync obtaining reliable and accurate measurements from photos. Okay, so that's photogrammetry. Hit it 3D laser scan. Okay, so it's also called LiDAR. I'm not sure that's the right word. LiDAR is light detection and ranging. LiDAR. Okay, also used APD drone photos. Let's see, we're now at 11 o'clock. Back from a 20-minute recess. 52 total 7-minute 3D scans to make a composite of all the scans, or to scan the environment with these dots. They create all these dots, and then it's used, and it can be linked. You can do a composite of all the scans to link them all together through points that you measure for exaction. And you also have to take away the fisheye and any kind of distortion by the lens, including the body cam, the digital the dash cams. So they all have fisheye camera lenses and stuff that all have to be pointed out in the software to do points and stuff. And he explained how he did all that. You have to register and use registration to make it work. That's what they call it when they put the little dots on there, the key points, and then they link them together from multiple sources so they can put it all together in one composite 3D scan. Common points. First step, take 2.7. Okay, there was 2.7 millimeter accuracy, which is and they're digital, what they call a digital scan, which is that's already out there. Anyhow, it's about 3 credit cards with variants for what they did in their digital in reality, like the recording is 0.039 feet, which is approximately a half an inch error rate for some of this. They applied previous software, virtual or digital, and they show the two Kias and the police cars and the barricades and everything, the cones, and I think it was a motorcycle cop or motorcycle cop, and two people doing the investigation. Also shown about this. I got some numbers here for Gutierrez, so I'm not sure what they are. Let's see. The jury looked bored at this point and was falling asleep, and so was I. I'm tired. I haven't got enough sleep from this, and it was wearing me down. The heat wears me down too. The solution had a 0.015 foot error, which is less than a quarter inch error. Cars called for the police. His car door was blocked by that. About his perception. There's a lot to do with perceptions of officers. The perceptions of officers, or whatever they say it is later. It doesn't have to be the actual perception. They can lie later. And that's the thing about perception, is they can present forward lie. It's one of the things that they're trained to say, that my perception was this, so I did this, and the training was this, and that justifies everything they do. So the shooting site, one of two, there was two shooting sites. The first site was where Gutierrez shot Alex Gonzales, and then the second site was where Serrato shot Alex Gonzales, and also there was other people shot. There was another person shot, the girlfriend Jessica. Where are we? I think I skipped a page. Yeah, okay. All right. Now I go to second page, next page. At 1.4, there was a 1.4 foot error rate on the virtual digital photo. So, you know, maybe 3 to 5 feet. Yeah. Anyways, back in court at 2:16 p.m. Gutierrez was on the stand when I came back to court after doing my I had to go run an errand. When I got back, Officer Gutierrez was on the stand, soft talking, code switching, and that was very interesting. Code switching, look that up. That's when when people, all sorts of people do this. Like minorities in their own culture, we talk one way around our own people, and we might talk another way around non-minorities. The police talk one way to dispatch, and in the court, and they talk another way when they're talking to me or you, and they're trying to oppress us, escalate us. So the code switching is when they act a certain way when it's naturally the way they want to act. It's just how they act to put on a better face for us. I've been noticing that a lot with the police scan radio. They act really nice when they're involved in all sorts of oppression. And they're yelling at somebody, but then on the radio they're like, yeah, it's cool, I'm code 4, you know, they're all acting like they're acting like a stoner on the radio, and they're acting like a crackhead, like a meth head, abusive meth head in person. So it's interesting. That's code switching. And I'm not assuming that cops do meth and ice. I'm telling you, I've got plenty of reports that some police do meth and ice at the beginning of their shifts, and you know, other ways to reject so they can. So we're back in court, 1416. Gutierrez is on the stand. He's talking about the Brady list. This is what I was talking about earlier. Officers placing the Brady list has to they proceedings that would get him impeached in court. And Gutierrez said it makes cases, this is a quote, it makes cases pretty much worthless if you get put on, if an officer gets put on the Brady list. Basically, if you perjure yourself like he's doing right now, and he gets caught at it, then he's not going to be able to be a cop in Austin. They might keep him as a cop, but his cases are worthless. And there's a lot of cops on the Brady list, but DA Garza is hiding that list from the public. He's hiding it from the lawyers. He's hiding it from defendants. So you might have a bad cop, and like I've had cops on Brady lists before, I believe, but they never tell you get your case dismissed because their cases are liars. They're crooked cops, bad cops, but they're allowed to stay on the force because of all this this nepotism, all this this protectionism by the courts, by the DA, by the police officers association, the mob, by Office of Police Oversight, by the Citizens Review Panel, by the City Council, by the City Manager himself, which right now it's DC Broadnax, I think is his name. I haven't met him. I don't know anything about him, but I can tell you he's not helping by seeing what's going on the street. He's in charge of the police department and all functions of the city, and he's not doing it. So, man. So the article by the expert's gonna be in this case, and it's don't destroy your career. Basically, don't destroy your career by getting on the Brady list. The lawyer in charge, which look up his name, but I don't know his name right now. I'm sorry. The lead lawyer for the plaintiff, for Elizabeth Herrera and Alex Gonzales Sr. He said, let's see, dishonesty is an everyday part of the law enforcement work. And did they teach Gutierrez that in the academy? Gutierrez denied that over and over, but lying. Let's see. So he says there was an objection by defense, which was sustained. And then there's another defense objection. That's just the defense is the police's lawyers, and they were the plaintiff's lawyers. Alex Gonzales is. Your buddy, it better come clean. And even if that's a lie, that's acceptable. And Gutierrez